Today on the Doctor's Friday News Feed.
Hollywood and the world are mourning the death of television legend Mary Tyler Moore. The TV icon passed away in Connecticut, surrounded by friends and family. Moore was best known for her starring role in The Dick Van Dyke Show and her long-running sitcom, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, playing news producer Mary Richards. For over 40 years, Moore worked tirelessly to bring awareness and medical research to diabetes. Moore suffered from type 1 diabetes and was the international chairwoman for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Mary Tyler Moore was 80 years old.
I just love that iconic last moment where she whips that hat up in the air. I remember growing up in the 70s, you know, I was like 7, 8, 9, and I'd be nestled on the couch between my parents. This was like one of our shows. We watched it all the time, as did millions of people across.
Being a little older than you, I was at a different age, and I remember Mary Tyler Moore. I had a little boy crush on her. I mean, she was hot.
She was hot. You don't know it as a kid, but I'm looking at her now thinking she's so beautiful. And not only that, think about that era. So we're talking 70s, right? And what was she on TV? Just over 30, single, making it in a man's world, like bringing up these issues of like equal pay and rights to birth control and sexual independence. She was inspirational on this unconscious level.
A real trendsetter, and it's a shame we never had her on the show, but interesting enough, we had Dick Van Dyke on the show, we had Betty White on the show, we had Valerie Harper on the show.
All the people she made famous.
We had Cloris Leachman on the show, all of whom started with Mary Tyler Moore and had nothing but great things to say about that woman because they attributed their success, their longevity in show business to Mary Tyler Moore.
And she was an activist, and certainly in the case of juvenile diabetes, a spokesperson for the Research Foundation, helping to find cures, and then just an activist when it came to animal rights. She was open about dealing with recovering from alcoholism. And I think maybe during a time when people weren't as open about those things, I think that's it's a testament that she was very comfortable with who she was.
Well, married to a physician over 33 years, and maybe it was his influence that, hey, you know what, you can do some good for other people by being open about your own conditions, biggest of which type 1 diabetes, the alcoholism, etc.
Well, she truly is a legend that we lost, and you know, there aren't many like her anymore.